Alrighty guys, so as you can see in front of you, that is two new levers. One is a clutch lever and one is a brake lever for my Honda CRF 250F. It is a 2021 model, but I think these can fit, it said, for the 2019 through the 2021 or 3, or I don't know. Don't quote me on that. These are on Amazon. I will leave the link in the description so y'all can check them out. They were $31, but plus shipping and tax, they were around 40, 41. So not bad. Then they're a lot less than others that I found, but we'll see quality-wise if they're worth the lesser amount of money or if you should spend more. And so today I'm going to be putting them on and showing you how that goes. And all you will need is a ratchet with a 10mm socket. I suggest getting a bigger one, like this size. I guess this is 1/2 inch drive. And that is all. So let's get into it. Okay, so this is the brake side. Let me grab my ratchet. There is one 10mm bolt here and a nut on the bottom. So let's loosen that up. It's kind of snug, and inside of this housing, it does have threads, by the way. So once you get the nut loose and off, you are not done. It still has threads to go through. Your little 10mm nut. Throw that on the towel. Good old shop towels do well for holding stuff. Let's get the tension off. Be careful when you take this out. There is this spring. Hope it's focused. And then this bolt. I would keep your old brake lever just because if it's not broke, nothing's bad with it. And if these break, somehow you have a spare. So excuse my allergies. From my last camping video, I got kind of congested. But keep that lever. Never know if you'll need it and it's not broke. So right in the end, there's a hole, right? Can't really see it, but right there's a hole. That's where your spring goes in. Sticks out. I'm trying to look at the back of my phone and then at the front view. But then there's a hole right in here. Stick that little spring in there, make sure it gets in there right. And get your bolt. Push it in, line it up. Start that threading in there as best you can. It'll get pretty tough, so then you grab your ratchet. Switch your direction. I tend to not. And then I realize when it's loose and not happening, nothing's tightening, I guess. But go ahead and get that where it stops. Grab your nut. Screw it on. Snug it down. Snug it down. Now, there is a little bit of like a shake, which demonstration you can see it bends all the way back. And there is adjustability right in there. And then you want to grab this rubber cover that came with it. You can blow out the inside if you've fallen and gotten dirt in there. Keeps dirt from getting in on this area. Slide it over. The rectangle part goes over a little piece that sticks out, and then the circle part goes over the bolt and the nut on the bottom. But I advise when you do this to watch the order things come out or come off at helps a lot, and you don't have to spend 20 minutes confused. But that just kind of sits there, and it doesn't fit perfect since this is aftermarket and a little bit bigger housing. But there you have it. That's your brake lever. And with my hands here, you've got about 2 fingers to grab, and if you really have to, you can get 3. But two is really enough for your brake, your front brake. Moving on over to your clutch side, there is a bolt, just the same, 10 millimeter. This one is going to be a little easier, it looks like. It also has threads in the bottom part of the housing, but once you get those out and get the bolt out of the threads, you can kind of get your hand and loosen it. It's a little bit difficult, but you can get it. So there is your nut, and there's your bolt. Don't lose those, that would be sad. Just remove this rubber, or not remove, but bend it back. You can wedge it in there. When you pull this out, pull it out where the hole is facing down, and then you kind of have to excuse me, you have to bring it out, turn it where then the hole's facing you, and you can see the notch. Then you kind of wiggle it around and shake it out. But see, that's where it goes. You have to bend it through all that. To put the new one on, it has adjustability too, by the way. You put the little metal grommet or end cap for the cable there, goes in, bend it, it's facing down, kind of curl it out just where you can get it through there. It's not like you have to if you can finagle it, but then it's going straight. You don't have to mess with any of these little adjusters right here. I mean, you can unscrew it really easily, but don't have to mess with that. Don't worry about that. Put your bolt in. Make sure it's not cross-threaded, obviously. Change direction on your wrench. I always have to tell myself that. If it's not catching, you can kind of hold the socket to keep tension on it till the bolt catches. Sometimes they don't catch till they touch the metal, like right there. So then you want to keep that on there right so it doesn't strip it. Just get that snug. You want to be careful with this cast iron. It can get messed up pretty easily. Get that nut on the bottom and snug her down. So there you have it. There is your clutch. And then with this black piece, you just sit it back over there. And it just kind of sits there. It might take a bit for it to form back, I don't know. But you can see there, 3 fingers. It's quite a bit. You can fit 4 if your hands are a little smaller than mine. All right, guys. Well, that is it for the breakover levers. If y'all like that, please leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe if you want to see more of the Honda CRF 250F and dirt bike related camping videos and all sorts of stuff like that. So I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching.